What plans for Christmas? Holiday? Radha, what plans for Christmas holidays?
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm going to Indore.
Acha, planned something in Kolkata, Indore. What resolutions are you all planning for the new year? Anything that you want to improve in yourself? Rather, tell us one thing or two things that you would like to improve in the next year, that you think you should get rid of.
I should study more
You should study more. What else? One more.
and be less on my phone.
What is your screen time?
I don't know.
Is that worse? That bad? 5 hours?
I know.
Okay. 5 hours are there every day?
6
I
hours.
don't know how. No, I don't know how much time.
Rajani was 6 hours. 6 hours. Rajani was 6 hours.
Is that right? Radha, 6 hours?
But what do I do for second?
How does Sanvi know?
They are just making up things. They don't know.
Because Kabir said it first.
Acha. Okay. What about you, Krishna? What is your New Year resolutions you're planning? Because we have to start planning in advance. This is what we're going to do. Anything that you want to do or get rid of, any bad habits, you all can just share that. Because our mind works when we actually plan things. If we don't plan our life, if we don't plan our day, if we don't plan our schedule, then we end up wasting a lot of time. We are not productive. And our mind works when we write down things. Okay, this is what I'm going to do tomorrow or the next year. Then at least you end up doing the things for at least for some time. But if we keep reminding ourselves again and again, then we do it again and again. Yes, Krishna.
Okay, one, I want to be less stuck to books.
Pardon?
Less stuck to books. Anything else? What your thought?
We can't hear you clearly. Yes, Mahi. What are your resolutions? Mahi?
Mine are to start reading more books and to study harder.
That's all.
Yeah.
Do you have any habits that you would like to change apart from this?
Not really. Just to focus more on studies and work harder.
Where are you from?
I'm from Calcutta only.
Calcutta. Okay. Sanvi, what about you?
I don't have any goals.
You don't have any goals. That's all the more reason you have to have at least a few to know where you want to go, to know where you are going.
I know where I'm going.
Where are you going?
To Indore.
Arey Baba, New Year resolution I'm asking. That's something that you want to do in New Year or improve.
I want to improve watching less screen.
Less screen.
Sorry, watching more screen.
Watching more screen. Okay, Kavish. What about you?
To irritate Sanvi more.
That is your New Year resolution?
Kavish, I'll irritate you more. I'll annoy you also.
Okay, good, great. Thank you. Yes, Anvi is here. Let's welcome her. Welcome our special guest. Yes, Anvi, the question is, what are your plans for the new year? Any New Year resolutions, things that you would like to improve, change, give up, add to your life?
No.
Some bad habits that you want to get rid of?
I don't know.
What about asking less questions?
That's a good habit.
Yes, that's a sign of intelligence.
Yeah.
So anything that you would like to change in the new year, improve. I'll just share a small secret with all of you. If you all want to be organized in life, in the long run also, if you want to accomplish whatever you plan, but whether it's related to your study, your sport, your health, you must write down things every day. That tomorrow, this is what I plan to do. Then you are more productive. You will still have more time in hand, and you'll be able to do or accomplish many more things. It's a very, very simple technique because this is how our mind works. When you write down things, not just thinking, okay, tomorrow I'll do this, today I've done this, day after I'll do this. That is one thing, but actually writing down, this is a very good habit to cultivate right from your childhood. Write down, okay, tomorrow from this time to this time, I'm going to do this. Tomorrow, this is what is planned. And you will see your efficiency increases. You will have more time to do more things. But if we don't plan our days, then we end up sometimes doing nothing. We just keep sitting and thinking, or we end up wasting our time on our phones. What's your screen times, Anvi? Everybody else has just told us. What's your screen time?
What do you mean? Per day?
Per day.
Uh, like my highest was like 4-5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's 2 hours per day.
Okay. Okay. You want to improve that?
I think it's fine.
It's fine. Good. Okay. So I'm just going to discuss a very basic question today, which many people have, even the elders have. Like the scriptures, the saints, they talk about uh, not eating non-vegetarian food. But then there is the argument, okay, but we kill vegetables also. They also have life. Plants have life. There was a person from Kolkata. His name was Jagdish Chandra Bose, and he in
Yeah.
1953 discovered that how
That plants have life.
plants have life. They are also living entities. He just discovered it, but the Vedic scriptures always described the plants and trees as living entities. So it is said that we shouldn't commit violence against anyone. And what about cutting vegetables? Isn't that also violence? Then why do we eat vegetables?
What do you mean we shouldn't eat at all?
And then what did he say? What to eat?
That's what my question is. If somebody asks you, if suppose you come across a friend who is saying, no, we can eat non-vegetarian, because if you say it is violence, and what about the violence caused to the vegetables? How will you reply then? That is also
I'm sorry, we have to eat. I can't die.
that is one reason. So he can also come up with the same thing. I'm going to give you a scriptural answer, the scientific understanding also behind this. But first, I want to hear all of you. One is, yes, sorry, we have to eat something and we cannot die. Yes. But he can also say the same thing, that you are also committing violence. We
You can just say animals are more loyal and cute than vegetables. So yeah, you can't kill them.
Vegetables are also cute.
They are not.
Have you seen cabbage?
Please.
So smooth and
I hate cauliflower.
we're talking about cabbage, the sister.
Oh yeah, I like cabbage.
So it is also cute.
They are more loyal. Animals are more loyal.
Okay, that is one. What else? Mahi, would you like to answer? Radhya? What would you?
And most animals also carry a lot of diseases and stuff, so you shouldn't eat meat. Because COVID also spread because of someone who was eating meat.
Achha, that's a theory which needs some discussion. Who else would like to answer? Suppose one of your friends challenges you tomorrow. You can't just say, Baba, I have to eat, otherwise I'll die. So logical answer has to be given. Scriptural answer has to be given.
I'll answer the question with a question. Then if we are not to eat vegetables, then according to whosoever, what are we supposed to eat?
Hmm.
Okay, if we not eat animals, then we not eat vegetables, then what to eat?
Yeah. So
Air.
this is still not answering the question, because he might just have another argument. Okay, then there is no clarity. So whether we eat animals or whether we eat the vegetables, it's the same thing unless we have some clarity on this. Okay, so I'll answer now. Which are the law books for humanity? What are the law books? But
The Bhagavad Gita.
the scriptures in general, they are the law books for human beings. And we have to follow the law. Just like in your city, Kolkata or Indore or Mumbai, there are certain laws. The government decides, okay, green signal at the traffic, you can go. But red, you have to stop. Yellow, you be ready, right? Then there are laws, drive on your left side. So this lane, this is the speed limit. So government decides, there are law books, and they can authorize what is to be followed and what is not to be followed, and what is right, what is wrong. So similarly, the Vedas describe, there is one little aphorism. It says, Jivo jivasya jivanam. What does it mean? Jivo jivasya jivanam. Because they are the law books.
Live and let them live.
Acha. So the scriptures describe the laws for humanity. What is to be done, what is not to be done, what can be eaten, what cannot be eaten. So it says, Jivo jivasya jivanam. It doesn't mean live and let live. It means one living entity is food for another. That is the law in this world. But which living entity is food for another is also designated by the same scripture. So we have to live, like Anvi said, we can't just die. Okay, kuch bhi nahi khana hai. So yes, so the designated food for human beings, even if you read the Gita, is like fruits, nuts, vegetables, milk, all these foods. The vegetables.
So you were always vegetarian?
No. Now,
Wow. I didn't
now,
know that.
so
You
now,
still eat non-veg?
2-minute silence for this revelation to you.
Can we please, do you still eat non-veg?
No.
So were you non-veg before you became a monk?
Yes.
Did you like the taste of non-vegetarian food?
Acha.
I'm asking.
Let's have all the questions towards the end if they're not related to
So
the.
you never answer my questions.
Your brother is behind you.
Okay, that's not my brother.
Okay, let's just discuss this first. Let me answer this question, then I'll answer your question also. Keep it parked. Okay. So the first thing is, the scriptures describe what is right, what is wrong, what can be eaten. So they say one living entity is food for another. That is the law within this world. This is how the living entities have to survive. Now, when it comes to vegetables and when it comes to animals, the whole purpose is we can't subsist, we have to subsist on some living entity. Plants, vegetables are also living entities, animals are also living entities. But the whole point is to reduce the amount of violence involved as much as possible. And we see when we are cutting vegetables or plants, there is less violence. And this you can just instantly see if somebody is slitting the throat.
There's no blood.
There's no blood. And you can see the difference when you're cutting a vegetable, when you're killing an animal. The pain that is experienced, excruciatingly painful.
Yeah, killing an animal is much worse.
And the blood and the ghastly atmosphere. And this is not the case with the vegetables, because the pain is experienced to the degree our nervous system is developed. And since the development of nervous system in the vegetables and plants is not that great compared to animals, so the pain experience is very, very minimal, even if it's there. And then even if there is some karma, because they are also living entities and plants and animals, so there is ghastly This is a ghastly act to kill a living entity, and you can see them dying, moaning in pain. So that is to be avoided. But we are still killing the living entities. That is the plants and vegetables. So there is going to be still some karma, some reaction, right? And to avoid that, Krishna says in the Gita, therefore, when you cook vegetables, plants, your food, you offer it to me. The food needs to be offered to God. And then whatever little karma is involved, that is also nullified by him. That is also neutralized. Therefore, the food which is offered to God first, it is also known as karma-free diet. There's no karma involved when the food is, it becomes spiritualized, has spiritual power.
Does God eat vegetables?
Of course. He says in the Gita, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. Even he's asking for fruits, like things like that. He's never asked for. And the Vedic scriptures clearly explain. So the whole point is reduce the violence involved as much as possible. And it is important for humans to follow this law because we are blessed with the ability to make choices. Just like now, you have the choice to go leave the class, not come for the class. But you can also keep sitting. That is your choice. That is your free will. I have the free will, like I can put Anvi in the waiting room immediately if she asks for a magic trick. And I can mute her. But that's called free will. Everyone is given that free will. And when we are given more is expected also. Right? Like if your parents give you a lot of facilities, then they also expect you to be responsible. Right? And if you are careless, then those things may be taken away from you. So when more is given, more is expected. Similarly, because human beings, all of us are blessed with the ability to choose, ability to make choices. Therefore, we are also held responsible for the choices we make. And hence, if we cause violence, which is very gross and which is causing pain to others, and we can see it, it is clearly visible, then we also have to face the reactions. And that's the reason human beings are advised to only focus on vegetarian food. And you see, this whole thing is now becoming very popular all over the world. People are turning to vegetarianism.
They're turning vegan.
Vegan, vegetarian. It's become a movement now all over the world.
Yeah.
They have also understood what is right. So our scriptures always tell the right thing. But there are 4 types of people in this world, you know.
The 4 castes.
The 4 types of people. Now you tell me which one are you?
Yeah, I'm the good type of person.
You're the 4th type?
The good type.
Achha. The first category people are those who learn simply by hearing. You hear from someone, this is right, this is wrong, don't do this, and you learn, you follow. This is the first.
The first person is then, the second is when they see and then they learn.
Where did you read this?
It's obvious.
Googling?
No.
It's like your parents.
I am not Googling.
Your parents tell you, this is right, don't do this, and you simply follow. How many of you do this?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes
without questioning, without shouting back, without retaliating, rebelling?
I don't think any of us do that.
I do that. I'm very innocent.
Really?
What about your sister?
Kavish, you are not very innocent. She is not innocent. She doesn't do that at all.
Kavish is never.
Hey, you're not innocent.
All right, don't fight.
I'm very innocent. No, you're not.
This is the first category of people.
So,
Second category are
The
the
second category.
people, those who have to see somebody else going through some experience, then they learn. Like for example, a person may be told, don't steal, you'll get a reaction. But unless he sees some other thief getting punished for stealing, he won't learn his lesson. So this is the second category of people. First is Those who learn by simply,
Hearing. What are the third and fourth categories?
I'm going to tell that in the next class.
The third one is whenever they speak something bad and then they learn that they shouldn't do that. That's the third category.
Okay. Third category. What is first? Those who learn simply by
Hearing.
they are innocent people, gentle. Okay. Second, they need to learn. They learn by seeing somebody else. Unless somebody else is going through an experience, they don't learn. Then there is third category who themselves need to go through an experience to learn. जब तक उनके साथ कुछ गड़बड़ ना हो तब तक वो सीखते नहीं. तब तक वो लोग सुधरेंगे नहीं. HNS, हम नहीं सुधरेंगे वाले लोग. And then the fourth category is they hear, they see somebody else going through experience. They also themselves experience things, still they never learn.
That's like the worst kind of.
Yeah. So which category do you all belong to?
The first one. I'm very innocent.
I'm the second one.
You're the second one. Radhya?
First or second?
I'm
Be the first
also
one.
second. I also listen, but my brother never listens.
You guys are second. I'm the only one who's first.
No.
No, Kavish is on third. I'm first. You're third.
Kavish is fourth.
Relax.
You're fourth.
Mahi, what about you?
I'm probably the second one.
Second one. Most of us are, I think, right? At least we should be in the first two categories. We shouldn't wait for an experience in our own life to learn. And that is intelligence. Either be in the first or the second category. So therefore, this is the best way to learn, simply by hearing or see somebody else. So now everybody is turning vegan into vegetarianism. People are turning to meditation. People are turning to spirituality because they have seen that if they are not involved with these things, the kind of life they have to go, the kind of experiences they have to have. Therefore, spirituality is becoming it's like the buzzword now all over the world, especially the words yoga, kirtan, meditation, and then vegan is like a whole movement. So people have learned by going through an experience. But we should learn simply by seeing them. See, the whole world is now turning to whatever scriptures have always told us. So we should simply learn. We don't have to go through the same experience to learn. So this answer is clear. Why do the vegetables also have life if we shouldn't cause violence to subsist, to maintain ourselves? And even the vegetables have life. Why should we kill them? So this answer is clear. Yes or no? Can somebody repeat it? Because I want to see whether you have that. Because at some point in your life, somebody will come up to you and ask you, challenge your faith. Why do we kill vegetables I mean, what is wrong in killing vegetables? Isn't it as good as killing animals? Because we have to eat. So why do we need to, why do we simply need to subsist on vegetables? There also we are causing violence. So how do we answer that if somebody comes and asks you what's wrong with eating non-vegetarian food? Even you are killing vegetables. So what's wrong? How would you answer this? There are 2-3 points I mentioned. I want to see that you all learn these concepts, because at some point you will come across somebody coming up to you asking you, or you may start doubting your own understanding. So yes, Sanvi, you want to answer? There's pizza on your head. Who would like to answer? See, we can't move forward unless I know that you all have learned properly.
I can answer.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, so why should we kill vegetables? Because they have.
No, we are not. This is not the right way. We say.
Okay, so why shouldn't we eat meat?
No. The question is, when a person is asking about non-vegetarian food, okay, we are eating, but you are also destroying a life form like vegetables, why are you eating
Okay, got it.
violence? So how
So,
would you
first of all, vegetables, that nerves are not well developed,
the nervous system?
the nervous system, and then they won't face that much pain. And then the second one is it's less violent because there's no bloodshed or no.
And this is common sense. Through common
Yeah,
sense.
that's common sense. And then vegetables are like more safe than meat because animals can carry very deadly diseases, and then it can harm us, so we
And
should.
there is another most important point, and vegetables are the designated food for human beings.
Yeah. Wait.
And fifthly, even scientifically, it has been proved that our digestive system
Doesn't need
is not made for food like that. When it is compared with
if you were given a choice, would you still eat non-vegetarian food?
when it is compared with the food which is, I mean, the digestive system of animals who are eating flesh, we see that a human digestive system is totally different. It is made for vegetarian food. Hanshi, क्या प्रश्न है आपका? Anvi ji? You forgot your question?
If you were given an option, would you still choose to eat meat?
No.
No. Do you like the taste of meat?
I don't remember only. It's been like 20 years now since I gave up, 21 years. Yes. It's not about the liking or not liking the taste. Important thing is doing the right thing. Right is right, even if no one does it. Wrong is wrong, even if everyone is doing it. And just because everyone does it or it tastes good doesn't mean it's right. We have to think about our future, because any wrong activity we do, it is going to bring us future distress. So human beings means their intelligence, and they worry, they care for their future. We don't want to face any stress in future, so we should not engage in anything which is sinful. Plus, by killing animals, we are also becoming impediments. We are stopping their evolutionary process, because the animals need to then go through those 8.4. So we are just putting a speed breaker in their evolution. So there are many reasons why we shouldn't. So this is clear. Aradhya, I want to hear from you also. Please, I want to see how well you have understood this.
What's the question?
Question is, what time is it
Huh?
in New York at this moment?
Uh,
That is the question.
एक second. It's morning.
Question is the same, which I asked Anvi also, the one which we are discussing today. How would you answer somebody challenges that you are also eating? You're also, if you say we are eating non-vegetarian food, we're killing animals, but you are also killing vegetables. That is the question. Yes. Radhya, yeah.
Can you please repeat? I can't hear you at all.
She's lying.
Arey, I'm not lying. My hotspot got disconnected.
Okay, the question is, somebody comes to you, the same one which we're discussing today.
Oh.
That you are also, but you're telling we are killing animals, but you're also killing vegetables. So what is the difference?
I know.
I would say that one would be that vegetables are much healthier for you compared to meat, because meat is something that you can also avoid eating, but vegetables are way healthier, so you should eat vegetables. And you said something about the nervous system.
Yeah, the pain is experienced depending on the development of the nervous system, and which is not so developed in the
I
vegetable.
hate the person who developed the idea of meat.
But the animals do have, and we can actually see how painful it is for them when they are killed, the ghastly atmosphere that is created, and therefore we are causing more pain. But most importantly, the Vedic scriptures tell us that one living entity is food for another. One has to subsist on another, but we choose to subsist on vegetables because there is less violence involved. And plus, vegetables are the designated food for human beings, right? And because the scriptures are the law books, so accordingly. And the whole point is the violence involved is very, very minimal. And that too gets neutralized if we offer the food what we are eating to God first. And even
And you
if
said that there's blood and there's blood.
yeah, exactly. And even if there is, what is Anvi showing? I am going to Kolkata.
So what? I'm showing this.
What was this? Yeah. No, I am in Delhi. Achha. The temperature here is 10 degrees. Okay. Why are you showing us these messages, temperature and your travel details? Okay, so this is clear. Now my next question is, Ready?
Yeah.
But this is clear. Is this clear? Whatever we discussed today?
Yeah.
And now tell me, why did Krishna have 16,108 wives in Dwarka?
You had told us.
I know half the story. Like a very.
There was this demon called Narkasur. He
And he captured these wives and he put them
captured
in
these
prison
women, and then they couldn't show their face.
he rescued them.
Then Krishna came to the rescue and married them.
True, yes. This demon Narakasur. So the point is, there was a demon, 16,100 princesses he had abducted. And these princesses were constantly praying to Krishna to come and save them. And Krishna came, killed the demon. But these girls now requested Krishna that nobody else would accept us now. Please give us shelter. Please accept us. And as God, Krishna is duty bound to give shelter to whoever comes to him with whatever intention. And therefore he married all those young girls. And the rest 8, there were 16,108, the 8 principal queens. They were also belonging to powerful kingdoms. And it's not that Krishna was going to them and asking them, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Will you marry me? None of these 16,108 girls were proposed to by Krishna. In fact, they wanted to marry Krishna. Rukmini, Satyabhama, Mitravinda, Nagnajiti. Then these are the names, Jambavati.
What are the names again?
Jambavati.
From Rukmini? Say it again.
Rukmini, Satyabhama, Mitravinda,
And then?
Jambavati,
And then?
Kalindi.
Wait, there was something from R you said. It was really funny.
Nagnajiti. Nagnajiti.
Oh, it was really.
There are 8. Tell the other 2 names.
I just know Rukmini and Satyabhama.
So there were 8 queens. So none of them were actually approached by Krishna. In fact, they wanted to. And in those days, it was a tradition, whether it was Krishna or anybody, the Kshatriyas could marry more than one wife. They could maintain them. They could keep them happy.
Yeah.
So, but something which is not recommended today.
It's illegal to have more than one wife.
Where? In Delhi?
In India. You can check the law.
Yeah.
You have to divorce the first wife and then marry.
Yeah, true. That's true.
So, who wrote the Mahabharata?
आप बताइए, मैंने आपसे पूछा.
I'm asking you. I know the answer.
Oh, you're taking my exam.
Yeah. Who wrote the Mahabharata?
I think I didn't write.
So who wrote? You never answer questions.
Arre, look who is saying this. Who said I never answer questions? You have
So just one last question. Who wrote the Mahabharata?
writing.
There's a new Mahabharata being written by Anvi Singhi and Shivya Bansal.
It was written by.
All of your answers are wrong.
It was written by Ganesha.
You're correct, sir. You're correct.
But dictated by Vedavyas.
It was written by
The 8 principal queens of Krishna in Dwarka were Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati, Kalindi, Mitravinda, Nagnajiti, Bhadra, and Lakshmana.
So Bhadra and Lakshmana are male names.
Lakshmana, Bhadra, these are female names only. Okay. I think I'll stop here. Any questions now? We'll take
So I
questions.
really need to leave. I have a debate cup today.
Kya hai aaj?
Debate competition. I have to leave.
You will win. All the best. Don't worry. Nobody can defeat you in debate. Chalo, all right. We'll see you next year or next Sunday also. Maybe we'll try if you all are free. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.